this is a way for the academics to increase the amount of opportunities that are involved in, to increase the amount of opportunities for you to, in real life, field test work for a continuous improvement. And this is the way to engage even larger audience for validations and recognitions. And for the practitioners, this is a way to access more projects, more resources, more capital and influence. So to put your work on an even larger scale, to create even bigger impacts, to accelerate the results, and to make better futures, better life for our cities and for the planet. And how are we achieving this? Well, Urban Future provides the entire chain of urban development, that is land and property research and development. So we facilitate cities and stakeholders to make cities and our planet more resilient and more sustainable. We have a conference, we have a project development company, and we have an investment fund. We have a global conference where we promote exchange and sharing of ideas, resources, and political influence. And we have the project development company to utilize this asset to initiate projects, create projects, develop projects, which could be financed by the investment fund. So these are not three separate products, but they are the three components for us to customize into a very unique urban solution. And we started with this conference in Graz 2014. It's a very successful conference. So I'm going to give you a 3 minutes video to give you an impression about this.
Welcome to the Urban Future Global Conference 2016.
I hope that people leave here with a much richer understanding of all of the wonderful things that cities around the globe are doing and how they can start to integrate some of those practices where they're currently not doing something in their own city and can take action there. So I think for us as attendees, for myself, it's about learning and then transmitting that knowledge back to the cities in which we live.
We think that what we do is a conscious choice, meaning that the way we design our cities is what determines how we choose and what we end up doing. So we should stop convincing each other and start working with the design of the cities.
Britain, an awful lot of our papers are hostile to tackling climate change. They are in denial, and you've got to stand up to them. But if we have the courage to act, and politicians need to do that, we can solve all these problems, and almost everything about tackling climate change creates new jobs.
Yes, I hope to see you in 2018 in Vienna. And actually it was really a success. People really loved it, and we got a lot of requirements from Berlin, from Essen, from Copenhagen, to collaborate. And in fact, we're working on establishing a global network for the conference to further spread idea, the knowledge, and its impact. And also it's due to the fact that priorities and issues vary dramatically from place to place. And apart from being the platform for ideas, knowledge, experiences, and opportunities, this is also a platform where we have these three pillars, and we already saw this before, lined up together. As we know that once we have these three guys on board together, then we're able to make something real. So we just need someone to start, someone to lead. So here are the Urban Future projects. And how does it work? Well, with this conference, we have a huge pool of knowledge, resources, and people, and we speak to a global audience. And so to best utilize this asset we have out there, Urban Future Project acts as an integrator with a holistic view and design for solution expertise to put all these things onto ground to create and develop projects that are financed by our investment fund. So in other words, the conference put together the knowledge, design, and political influence and attention, and up to a certain scale. And the project development team leverage this asset and talk to city stakeholders to initiate and develop the project. And this is how we are able to provide the entire chain of the urban development, and from all kinds of service products from the beginning to the end, from communication, branding, to financing and development. So when we have these two models together, the ecosystem of the project development and a global network, we come to this fantastic project, which is a kind of a pilot project. We call it test field projects. This is the best way to put everything we have out there onto the ground as real projects, and to spread across the globe. And to take a closer look, it works like this. A group of experts from the Urban Future Network team up with local experts from the whole city and collaborate on developing a set of full-dimensional urban solution for certain areas or for certain problems. And how does it mean to us? Well, as the whole city, you get the global know-how, you get worldwide recognition, you could adjust the process in real time, you could even further spread the knowledge among your people, boost creativity by having an urban future laboratory or university. The possibility is endless. And as an expert, apart from all these validations, recognitions you get through these real projects, you also have a option of receiving a share from the project, apart from the fee, if it's financed by us. So this is a real project of such a model. It's a collaboration between Urban Future and the City of Graz. It's the first time we saw the huge potential for working in such a way, and what kind of difference this approach could make. This is this project in Graz, Austria, running a house total master planning area is about 1 square kilometer, and the pink one is the first district that's going to be constructed in May. So the main topic here is urban resilience. the aim was to define the sweet spot between too little complexity and complexity overload. And what we did was through a very comprehensive series of horizontal and vertical layers, plus a very different mixture of typologies, we're able to create agility, diversity, individuality, and urban friction, urban intensity, so that this part of the city could not only survive but thrive through unpredictable future trends and events. In fact, this project was really successful. Even before the construction started, has brought a lot of attention to City of Graz, has brought unexpected opportunities for business and investment from global leading creative industries and high-tech industries. Look, I'm not bragging. This is our mayor, Mr. Nagel, really passionately talking us up in the World Bank Mayor's event in March. And he's so proud, not only because all these other things it has brought to the city of Graz, but it actually created really great urban space for the citizens, like very intensive urban greenery, open human-skilled public space with flexible spatial arrangement, particularly on the street level, which could be easily transformed into different future usage, and highly individualized housing solutions, and very engaged, energetic urban atmospheres. And this all achieved by very low-cost solutions and simple construction methods. And apart from that, we're working on 3 different locations right now. Vienna is the next host city, so we're under very positive discussion about collaboration of such projects. And in Iran, the deal is already sealed. We have a 2.7 billion euro solar energy project over the next 6 years. And in China, we have a 12-kilometer harbor port redevelopment project. We're going to send the initial agreement on collaboration in 2 months. So, what does it mean to you? How could we help you to create your projects and to promote your expertise? Well, you could be here putting your resources, your knowledge into the network and reaching this global audience through our platform, or you could use our projects as opportunities to create real changes in the world, or to improve your theories through these test kind of projects. Or you could be here, well, getting whatever you need, capital, resources, know-how for your cities, your project, and linking us with your people, your network to create opportunities for you and your community. You could also be here linking us with, for example, site owners who would provide properties as the investment and getting in return global know-how, full dimensional urban solution, and hefty profit in return. Or you could be this person who initiates and lead the change, linking us with cities, decision makers, stakeholders to make the change you want to see in the world. We want to have as many as visionary changes as possible, because we believe that group actions, when going to the right direction, giving the right tool, could lead to tremendous social improvement and social change. And this is our ambition, and this is our plan. And we're here, we just deliver just a toolkit for you to move the world. If you want to be this person, or if you want to help someone in this position, well, this is my email address, and this is our conference website. All the contents, presentation are free to download, and let's talk. And I want to close by saying that if you want a better future, then you will have to make it happen, and we'll be there for you.